you see your horizon victory.
Hey guys, it's MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another video. And today pretty much wraps up Gamescom. Now, if you don't know what Gamescom is, it's pretty much like a game convention type of event similar to E3, but it's over in the UK. So if you guys haven't been noticing that for the past couple days, there's been a ton of new information regarding our favorite games. And today we're going to talk about Sonic Forces because just yesterday, Sonic Forces had pretty much released some new information concerning a new feature called the tag feature. Now, pretty much the tag feature is pretty much like a tag mode type of stage or type of level where your original character, your avatar, pretty much work side by side with Sonic the Hedgehog, and they both pretty much share off their expertise to accomplish many tasks during the stages, like when you pretty much trying to, I guess you could say, drift while running. Pretty much your avatar can use its gadgets to whip Sonic around the stage, and then when you handling much more hardcore or harder tasks like speed running and stuff like that, Sonic would handle those, and then combined together you have this thing called a double boost, which it also increases your speed and everything of that sort. Now, to me, I think this tag feature is pretty interesting. It's pretty neat, but at the same time, to me it still doesn't really, I guess you could say, add any more layer of depth to the game. It's still pretty much, it seems like to me that this tag feature, it seemed like you don't really need this tag feature in a way. It doesn't really add more to the experience. It seems like these levels can still be tackled on its own by, you know, with either the avatar by himself or with Sonic by himself. But I think it's still pretty cool, pretty flashy for people who are into that type of stuff. But the thing is that has me laughing is what I'm hearing is a lot of people are pretty much on the fence with this game, or as far as I'm concerned, as long as with the features are concerned. There's a lot of people who are saying that, hey, this is like something fresh, is like a fresh new idea added to Sonic, while others are saying, no, this is not really a fresh idea at all. The whole tag feature is nothing more than Sonic Heroes, which I've been saying. This is pretty much like Sonic Heroes, just with quite a few tweaks added to it and stuff like that. But as I said in my last video about this game so far, I don't see where the layer of depth is to this game, and that's my concern about this. Yes, we have the original characters added to this game, but how much does the original character, how much depth does the original character add towards the gameplay? And to me, from what I've been looking at from most of the gameplay footage and stuff, it seemed like the original character doesn't do anything that much different from what Sonic and the rest of his friends can do on a game like this. If you look at some of the stages that the original character play on, yes, I know you have weapons, you have gadgets, but the weapons and gadgets to me seem as though that it really doesn't really add that much layer, or that it don't add that much depth, or it doesn't really changes your experience when you play through the stage. It's just, it kind of reminds me of Sonic Shadow the Hedgehog. Like I said before in my previous video, it just reminds me of a much more enhanced or a much more modified version of Shadow the Hedgehog, because Shadow the Hedgehog had its weapon features, which was pretty much a bummer too. That was also a missed opportunity, that the weapons didn't really impacted your gameplay as much as Shadow the Hedgehog. And this is kind of vibe or feel that I'm getting with the original characters. Now, I know with the original character where you could swing, use your swing zip and everything like that, I know as far as that's concerned, people are into speed running. I know that with the original character, I think that adds a bit of variety when it comes to your speed running. A lot of people like to do like speed runs and get through levels pretty fast, so I think that would pretty much add some layer to that as far as that's concerned. But as far as just gameplay altogether, Sonic Forces is pretty much look like it's playing safe with its gameplay. It doesn't really like it adds anything new to the modern Sonic experience to me. Now, before I even go into farther depth with that, I want to talk about the other the villain called Infinite. Now, the thing is, I haven't talked about this new trailer because I wanted to wait on some more information to pretty much add on to the video, so we can have a much, a nice lengthy video with a bunch of Sonic information all put into this game. Now, the thing is, the villain Infinite. Now, the villain Infinite, I think he's pretty interesting, but I've been seeing videos that have been popping up lately because I bought Sonic Mania, and if you guys have been following me on my channel, I've been doing live streams on Sonic Mania, but I haven't really got a chance to really fully complete the game because I want to get all the Chaos Emeralds, so I haven't really pressed forward, which I'm going back to play the game this weekend. I'm gonna try to complete it this weekend, but I've been seeing videos popping up saying that there's a connection that Sonic Mania have with Sonic Forces. So people are saying that this is like pretty much a prequel, and maybe that the villain Infinite has something to do, pretty much spawned from Sonic Mania and then crossed over to Sonic Forces, which is pretty interesting. Now, even though that I have my complaints with the game, there's some people that's really upset that Sonic Mania is pretty much a connection or somewhat of a connection to Sonic Forces, excuse me. And people really wanted, some fans really wanted Sonic Mania to be its own thing, its own type of franchise, without any type of connections to the 3D, more contemporary Sonic games. But it's interesting to see that maybe that Infinite may have started from Sonic Mania and then crossed over to Sonic Forces. Now, what I said before is, like I was saying about Classic Sonic in Sonic Forces, I was saying that he was like an unnecessary addition to the game. To me, is because it seemed like that Sega doesn't feel too confident with modern Sonic in this formula, so they pretty much relying on nostalgia. But now that I'm hearing information, and I've been not trying to spoil myself, but now I'm hearing this information that Sonic Mania may have like some type of connection with Sonic Forces. Maybe because maybe now that I may see things a bit different. Maybe since there is somewhat of a connection with Mania and Sonic Forces, maybe that's the reason why Classic Sonic somewhat has to play a big significant role in Sonic Forces. So that's what got me interested in wanting to know where the story is going with Sonic Forces. Now, the thing is, I know most people don't care about story in Sonic games and everything, but me coming from an RPG background, since I love RPGs, I love storytelling and everything like that. When it comes to my video games, I love storytelling. I don't care. I know Sonic games, more people focus on gameplay and stuff like that, but even when it comes to my favorite characters such as Sonic, I love to at least have somewhat of a storyline. So if Sonic Mania does somehow have some type of impact or some connection with Sonic Forces, now I'm very interested to see what type of ties that Sonic Mania does have with this game, since this game will be coming out in the fall. Now, another thing too is speaking of nostalgia and everything, Sonic and the Sonic team is pretty much focusing and selling nostalgia more than actually pushing something new to the series. It looks like most of the older villains are making a return from previous Sonic games and pretty much using them in this game, kind of similar to Sonic Generations, which Sonic Generations was pretty much a nod to the classic Sonic games and all the Sonic games of the past couple of years. But now, like, Sega is now relying on it once again by adding chaos, adding characters from Sonic Lost Worlds and stuff like that. So it looks like this seems like it's going to be a trend with this new format or this new style of gameplay and storytelling within these newer modern Sonic games. So I don't really know how to feel about it, but I am curious because it really does spike my interest with this game now, knowing that Sonic Mania may have some type of impact on Sonic Forces in terms of story. Now, as far as I'm concerned, comparing, if you look at Sonic and you look at the Mario games, when I look at Sonic Forces 2, Sonic Forces 2 still reminds me of last gen Sonic game with Sonic Generations and all the other modern Sonic games like Sonic Unleashed and everything. And it seems like now that this is the first next gen Sonic game that's on the PS4 and the Xbox One. You would figure that they would push the envelope once more. They would they pretty much take Sonic to a whole nother level as far as the experience is concerned. If you look at Mario, every Mario game that 3D Mario game that does releases onto a next gen console, Mario pretty much upped the bar in terms of gameplay and experiences. That also influences the gaming industry as a whole. And it seems like with this game, Sega is really playing it close. They don't want to push too far. They want to really play it safe and everything. And for this to be a next gen Sonic game is pretty much a bit of the same that we've seen before. And I'm hoping that after Sonic Forces, that Sega step back for a little bit and pretty much figure out how they're gonna pretty much rebrand this character, because I really love Sonic. But Sonic Forces and just like this direction they're going with the franchise, I really think that Sega should step back and just figure out what they're going to do. Yes, we got the original characters, like I said before, and yes, we have classic Sonic entering the story and everything like that, but it still seemed to me that they still don't know what they really want to do with the character. There's no fine balance. And like I said before, you may hate me for this, but I think the boldest move that Sega have ever done with Sonic, which I thought was a neat attempt, was Sonic Boom. Now the thing is, yes, Sonic Boom was a disaster, but if you read and go through the history of the game and what the game started out as, Sonic Boom was going to be an impressive game. It was going to be a promising Sonic game that was going to take Sonic in another direction. But since Sega, which I'll be going to another video, but I wanted to summarize it, Sega pretty much didn't give the company a chance to flesh the game out, because Sonic Boom was pretty much made for the PS4, the PC, and the Xbox One, and they had next gen graphics. The gameplay was much more it was enhanced and was refined and everything. But once Sega needed a game for their 3 exclusive deal for Nintendo, they pretty much wanted that company to take that game and put it over to the Wii U, which they underestimated the power of they overestimated, my fault, the power of the Wii U. And Sonic Boom, the developers, Big Red Button, didn't have the time or the resources to break the game apart and to try to fit all of the game onto the Wii U. And when they asked Sega for more time with Sonic Boom so they could make a new engine for the game to work properly, Sega pretty much denied them that, is because they wanted to release during the time the cartoon series was coming out, and alongside the merchandise, which really messed that game up. And there was a lot of features missing from the game. A lot of employees wound up quitting because of the pressure and the stress and stuff, and that game just fell apart. But but to me, in my opinion, Sonic Boom was one of the most boldest, bravest steps that they ever took with the characters, and I'm hoping that we will see something like that similar again. But that's pretty much my opinion with Sonic Forces so far, with the tag feature and everything. It looks okay. I'm not too impressed, but like I said, I'm a big Sonic fan. I'm going to give this game a try because I like Sonic, and I love the hell out of Sonic Mania. And now knowing that Sonic Mania may have some ties with Sonic Forces, I'm even more curious to see where this is going to go. But that pretty much wraps up my opinion, what I think of the game so far. So what do you guys think about Sonic Forces? Are you super excited about it? Are you excited about the tag feature that's being added to the game with the tag levels? What do you think about this whole Sonic Mania maybe somewhat connected to Sonic Forces? Or does that make sense? Are you upset about that? Should it have been a separate franchise to itself and let the modern Sonic, the 3D Sonic, be its own thing? So let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you like this video, make sure you rate, favorite, subscribe, like my video, and come back to my YouTube channel for more video game content. This is MugenLord, and I'm signing off.